/swag21 here, and I am playing Craft again, and I wanted to show you something. So, one, the /effect command. So, as you know, there are all sorts of potions, swiftness potions. I can't read that because it's off the screen. You see, like this. You can also use so you can splash it on yourself, and then you're faster. And then you can use a milk bucket. You can drink that to get rid of it. So I'm just gonna toss that. So what you can do is, I have it set up here. So actually I threw it into here. I'm gonna need this. This will just take. Why not? So if you see 1 minute 7 seconds. So see, I still have 50 seconds of it, but you can type in /effect clear. And @P means closest player. @A means all players. @R means random player. And @E means entity. So if I type in @E type equals chicken, then that will just target all chickens. So that's not all you can do. So in 1.8 now you can use instead of /give @P1, you use stone for it. So then you also use a long time ago you used /effect @P1. Oh, that still works. So this still works, actually. This shouldn't work, but it does. The proper is Minecraft, which you see given stone, but it says Minecraft 1:1. If you were playing with mods, then it'd be important to include this Minecraft : but we're not playing with mods, so I can just type in speed. So if I was using a mod that gave me additional potion effects, then I would need to put in Minecraft : but I'm not, so yeah. If it defaults to 30 seconds and so you see So speed 2 and speed this one, speed 1. So speed 1 is actually level 0, and it just says 1, and this is actually level 1, it just says speed 2. And so I'm just going to / effect clear. So you need 100. See, now it gives it to me for 100 seconds. An interesting fact, see, it's counting down, but if I give it to myself for 999,999 seconds, then it will it's 7 nines. No. Yeah, it says that, but I think it goes on for forever. It goes on for forever, but yeah. So I'm going to type in speed. Let's give it to ourselves for. So also, if you want to, let's give it to ourselves for 10 seconds. And we want to give a modifier of 50. Can run around really fast. See? And it just ran out, but see, it seems really weird. So you can't just type in 50, even if you want it for 30 seconds. You have to type in 30, 50. Because it is the second, and they're both unnecessary, as opposed to some other parts of the command which are necessary. So I'm going to type in a command. I'm going to do it right here. Speed. So the max is 100, speed 100. I'm going to give it to myself for 2 seconds. And I can run that far, which is 106 blocks. That's crazy. That's so fast. It's incredibly fast. So then what you can do is you can just you can do all sorts of things. You can do something like, I don't know, say you want to. Okay. So I'm going to get myself a pressure plate. I have command block in my inventory. I do. Oof. So before, you might not have seen, I haven't really given any examples for the @p command. A target. You might just think, well, I could just put in that player's name. But you can't for some things. See, all these tells you in a command block. / effect. Speed. And by the way, if I was just typing it in, I could press tab, but you can't inside a command block. No. So if I just typed in Netlo 2004, then it would always give to me, which for me, on a single player world, that's fine. But I want to give it to the closest player. Actually, you would probably want to target it to right there. But that's really but it's on it, so it's the closest player probably. So unless someone breaks one block here, anywhere there. So you can just do it like this for now. Speed for so there are other ones too. Like is it jump? It says number, but you don't need a number. Jump boost, okay. Jump boost for let's say 1 second and level 100. Done. I'm gonna show you just how far this is. See, it goes up here, so there's no way you could do that. It's ID 8. It moves you a little bit. See, no effects. So this is crazy stuff. Like that, you could easily climb that. But I'm just gonna change it to level 10, let's say. Yeah. See, you can't climb that, but level 20, I bet you could, definitely. Yeah, just way over. So then you can do all sorts of cool things. Like, you know the new slime blocks? I have one in my inventory. Nope. Slime blocks. So I want to use this sticky piston. Gonna make the same. Okay, you just need to rewire this. So if you do that, see it doesn't go into it, and if you do it, it won't work. But if you put a block, okay, so we're gonna here, you see it can't connect, but it'll do that, and it will really mess up because the sticky piston is pushing it a ton, because the slime block is taking this block with it. So it sees it, I'm stepping on it, and it pushes it. But then it's here then, and then so it's off. So then it retracts, bringing a stone block with it. So it's like what's it called? It's like me flipping a lever, basically. But it's really, really fast. So, like, it's constantly as fast as the piston can extend it. It's going as fast as it can. There's no way to get it faster. Well, there is, but that you can't do it with a piston. You see, and then it's going so fast, the sticky piston just loses it, sort of. And so what we're gonna have to do is use the fact that a slime block cannot move any blocks with any tile entities. So tile entity could be like a chest, because it could hold items. Even if it has none, it'll still work as a tile entity. Even a note block. And you might not think of this as a tile entity, but it is. Because it has the note, and it could have a different note. But it doesn't. So, I'm just gonna, you can also use obsidian, because obsidian cannot be pushed by a piston, and you can also use bedrock. You can also use a hopper, furnace, a dropper, what else? A dispenser, all sorts of blocks like that. Basically, you can change in some way. You can't do, but I don't think there's anything here. No. Not here. Cauldron, you can't do. There's a full list somewhere, I bet, but I don't know all of them. Jukebox, you can't do. Nothing here. That might be it. I think that's it, actually. So I'm just gonna, I personally like the look of the note block in this texture pack. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna use that. Okay, so turns out you could also use a repeater, but that would add delay, and sometimes you don't want delay. Putting on my hotbar, because the repeater my keys are acting up. Okay. The repeater would add delay, and I'm okay with that delay. But now it can't connect because the redstone can't connect there. I'm gonna add more delay. So, bet it's just gonna need something to sort of get the right timing on my jump, which I am not any good at parkour. So, or timings or anything like that in Minecraft. So, like, I probably can't do it, but you could do it very easily if you were good at this sort of thing. So, I'm also going to show you the comparator, like this. So, there is the normal mode, and there's subtract mode. So, if you go like this, if you power this, it rapidly turns on and off. This is because, so let me show you. If this side is, so if you, my mouse is acting up again. I'm gonna get another mouse at some point. But, okay, so, you see, this lever is right next to it. And this lever what is it? Okay, so, I don't know what it is. It's hard to explain, but basically it likes it. Oh, I know what it is. So if the signal behind it is greater than this signal, then no, if this signal is less than this, what is it? It's so weird. I don't know what it is. On this mode, of course. I don't know what it is. It's something pretty odd. But this is a real signal. Some signals just look real. Oh, you can't do that because, oof. Yeah. You can sometimes do that. Where you just look like you do it, and no, I don't want to do it. So you can just turn it off like that, and if you want to keep it on, you could just do that. So there are two ways to turn it off. One will turn it off completely, and one will keep it on. See? And it'll just launch you up in the air. See, you can do all sorts of things like this. You see, it's going so fast, it does that. So, I used it in an interesting way here. Okay, so this technique uses the fact that so it is basically checking to see if there is anything in this. just gonna do it somewhere else. Here. So it is then having real problems with this. See, it's doing that. Like that, basically. But it's sort of like that. So I'm just going to... So okay. So it just basically turns on and off pretty rapidly. And so it will. But the hopper can only pick things up. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna pick things. It can only pick things up every redstone tick. No, every two redstone ticks. Which is every 4 game ticks. So I'm just, I already saw it. Oh wow. Here's what I'll do. Try to rebuild it, but my mouse is really not doing too well. So and I want to see it's spitting things out. Ooh, I need to get out of the way. You see, and it comes here. If it was going slower than that, then it would not be at its full potential. If it was going faster than that, then they would get clogged up, and the repeater would not be able to catch up. See, it's actually going down, I believe, a little bit. Because at certain points, they weren't going. So it is catching up with itself. But if you had, I don't know, like an ender pearl farm at the end, and you want to transport all these items back, then you could do that. This is packed ice. Ice would also work, and it's not necessary at all. You could have just nothing. You could not use ice, but I am, because it makes it go faster. And so I'm just gonna show you. Oh yeah, sometimes that messes up when you're adding items. Oh, yeah. It messes up basically because it's too strong. Like, it's too strong basically. there's no way to fix this, really. You just have to not let it get so full, which is pretty easy to do. You just have to take out some of it. You can put it in later. But that's all you have to do. And then you can make it spit items. It can do anything. And it then just, I don't know what it could do. Like, you could have them put it into your storage system from the mob farm, or anything like that. It could do a ton of different things. But I just have it set up, and I'm showing you. It seems to only have one item in it. That's because it is just being taken out and going in so quickly that it seems like there's only one item in. So yeah, I hope you like my explanation of this circuit, and I'll see you soon.